balance, love, and light, and welcome to day 3 of the Mindful Meditation Challenge. Yesterday, we talked about asking the moment what it required of us. Today, we're going to discuss yielding to the request of the moment or the requirement of the moment. We have to decipher between what the moment requests of us and what the moment requires of us. When the moment requests something of us, it's something that doesn't need to be done urgently, or it's not urgent. You can prioritize. However, when the moment requires something of us, we have to stop and we have to immediately yield to whatever the moment requires of us. So yesterday I gave the example about juggling, 2 little babies and a school-age child and laundry and getting dinner ready. I had to figure out, what did the moment require of me and what did the moment request of me. The moment required for me to change the baby's diapers, because in order to get them to stop crying or being fussy, I had to do what? I had to change their diapers. Another requirement that the moment requested of me is to help my son to ease his frustrations. When energy is high and frustrations are high and it's more than one person, or if it's just you, it can dampen the energy, it can dampen the mood. Energy is strong. And when we ask the moment what it requires from us and what it requests from us, we're better able to prioritize, and 2, we're able to eliminate that stress, if not some, but completely. When the moment requires for us to do something, we have no other choice but to submit to the moment. It's urgent. When you're required to do something, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's what it is. But with the request, it can wait. Or let me prioritize. Let me see, what has urgency above this request. It's a request. It's not a requirement. Submitting to the moment is easier said than done. It's easier said than done. When we submit to the moment, we're giving up control. All the control that we thought we had, we're giving it up. When we submit 100% to the moment, we'll be able to see that, life is so much better when we're able to submit. So Lacey, how do we submit? We stop and we say, I surrender to whatever the moment is. I'll give you another example, and then I'm going to go into today's exercise. I birthed my 3rd child at home with just my husband and I. If I fought the moment and, did what I wanted to do, as opposed to doing what the moment required of me, I would have had my son in a hospital and I wouldn't have gotten that home birth that I wanted. I remember I got out of the tub and I just felt so weak, and I was just like, I could really use the epidural right now. And then, my alter ego came to me and she said, if you don't get up off this toilet and go have this baby. And I was like, you're right. So I got up off that toilet. I came and I laid down on the floor. My husband was on the floor with me, ready. I was laying on his lap. And about 30 minutes after that, the baby was here. If I would have said, babe, take me to the hospital right now, I need an epidural, I wouldn't have gotten that beautiful home birth that I so desired. But because I submitted to the moment, because I got up and I said, I want to have this baby here, I have to submit to the moment. And that moment was to lay down on the floor. And after I laid down on the floor, my body was able to transition successfully. And our baby boy was brought earthside into his father's hands. All because I stopped and I submitted to the moment. The moment required for me to lay down and to just let my body take over. Not to go to somebody's hospital and get shot up with the epidural to ease the pain so I won't have to go through it. No. In life, we have to go through pain. We go through struggles. We go through things that are very uncomfortable. But guess what? The ending is so sweet. Mindful meditation is more than just taking deep breaths in and out. Mindful meditation is asking the moment what it requires of us and also submitting to the moment. Once we submit to the moment, we're able to build. And we're going to get into that building tomorrow in day 4. So on today's exercise I want you to do, I want you to stop and ask the moment what it requires of you. And if the moment requires of you to stop and lay down, maybe because your head hurts, I want you to stop and lay down. Now, if you ask the moment, what is your request of me? You have to see, okay, what is it that I can prioritize? What is it that needs to be done now? And what is it that can wait? And that's how we decipher from the request and the requirements. So today and going forward, I want you to practice asking the moment what it requires and what it requests of you. And I also want you to practice submitting to the moment. Completely giving up your ideas, your thoughts, and your beliefs, and submitting to the will of the moment. Practice that. So until next time, balance, love, and light.